everyone, it's Niamh here and welcome to my art journaling channel. Today we are going to be making some very cute bears from the new Dina Wakley release. So I'm starting off in my journal, painting out a background. So I'm going in with some malachite paint, I think, and then I'm going to rub away using this really cool letter stencil from Dina Wakley. I love it because it reminds me of the really old, chunky, hard plastic stencils I used to do all my projects with when I was a kid, because I was that kid who used to love doing them. And I'm going in with my new scribble sticks. This one's, I think, in mustard, and just sort of colouring in the background just to give it a little bit of contrast and make it look a little bit interesting. I also decided, because I knew I wanted to use the bears in this, I'd make it sort of like a framed page. So I went in with some orange and red and then a little bit of purple to make this really simple little frame. So in a previous video you would have seen me make these bears. I coloured a big sheet of A4 paper, used scribble sticks and all sorts in the background, and then I stamped in the bears. Then with my bears, I have just cut into the arm. So these are really simple shapes. They're so easy to use and sort of stack up together and make something really interesting with. So I decided, because I had that bear grabbing onto him, I wanted, showing support, I wanted to have the other hand holding something too. And I love hearts. I'm a big fan of hearts. I think this pride heart was in my mind because my pride heart on my school lanyard broke and went flying off across the room the other day, so I had to fix it. So I was making my own paper version of it, just using the scribble sticks. I did seal it with the new gloss, clear gloss spray. So looks a little bit messy, but the good thing about it is once that's sealed, now that's waterproof basically. It's not going to water react with anything. It also gives it that lovely gloss sheen that the bears themselves have, so you don't have that mix of sort of matte and gloss not being an issue obviously, but just that contrast. You've got it looking a little bit more alike. This is where I got a pin stuck in the top of my glue and I've still not been able to remove it. So I had to take off the top and pour the glue out instead, which is why I'm now gluing like this. If you have cut the hands and you're doing something like this, just remember not to glue them down originally, so you can actually re-glue them when you've popped whatever you need to in place. So you've got this little bear popping his hand on the other bear's shoulder, which I really love. While this has got a gorgeous little face on it, I really like the stamp set itself comes with another face, and I quite like using that because I can cock the head in different directions, which I really like. It sort of gives it a more sympathetic look. And then I'm just going in and adding a little bit more colour with some scribbled sticks over the top too. So this has sort of got almost like a band across the middle of it, with some different stamping on it, and I'm just using the different scribble sticks to sort of colour that in and make it stand out a little bit. When I finish that, I'm then going to go in and actually pop my title on the page using the stencil I've got there too. But just to bring everything to life a little bit, I'm going in with my white pen. You can see just immediately by putting that little bit of pen work on, certainly brightens up the two hearts. Having those eyes put in, even though it's got a bit of a sheen on it, it's a bit hard to see, it does pop them out from the background a little bit. So I originally had something else that I was going to write in there, and I can't remember for the life of me what I was going to write. I just had this sudden thing. It's like, that's not going to fit. How are you going to do this, Niamh? So I decided to go back to my original thing of pride. So you can see I am being very strategic of how I'm writing my letters. It is not in a straight line because it wouldn't have fitted in a straight line. And I'm just, fitting in the way I wanted it to. But I like that it's not quite straight. So it is what it is. when I'm finished, I'm just going outside and outlining my letters. I've obviously got my drop shadow on there as well. And I know for a lot of people, this is probably a bit of a touchy issue. I will say I'm just going to always walk beside people. No matter who you are, what your background is, I'll always be there. Probably comes from my teaching, what I've seen, how I've seen kids, what they've had to go through and so on, and how they've been treated by some people. I'm not going to judge. I'm just always going to walk beside you. So that's where that comes from. That's why I feel so strongly about it. That's why I always try and show my support and show that I'm a safe person. Because there have been kids who I've taught over my 26 years of teaching who have just needed that safe person in their life. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye for now.